Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the intricate web of secrets and potential consequences unfolding in Port Charles. Our story revolves around a series of events that could reshape the dynamics of several key relationships in the General Hospital universe. The aftermath of a reckless act. In the quiet streets of Port Charles, a seemingly innocuous act of sabotage has set in motion a chain of events that threatens to unravel the lives of multiple characters. At the heart of this turmoil is Kristina Davis, whose misguided attempt at revenge has spiraled into a potentially life-altering mistake. The accidental target. Kristina's original plan was to sabotage Ava Jerome's vehicle, a scheme born from a place of anger and resentment. However, fate had other plans, and her actions inadvertently led to the tampering of Rick Lansing's brakes instead. This twist of fate not only endangered Rick but also drew an innocent bystander into the fray. Elizabeth Baldwin. Lucky's dilemma. Lucky Spencer, once a pillar of law enforcement in Port Charles, now finds himself in an impossible position. As the sole keeper of Kristina's secret, he's torn between his duty to uphold the law and his personal connections to those involved. The involvement of Elizabeth, his former flame, adds another layer of complexity to his moral quandary. The ripple effect. As the consequences of Kristina's actions continue to unfold, the potential for widespread impact grows exponentially. The tight-knit community of Port Charles may soon find itself at the center of a storm that threatens to tear apart families and long-standing friendships. Alexis's crossroads. Alexis Davis, a formidable attorney and protective mother, may soon face one of the most challenging decisions of her life. If she uncovers Kristina's involvement in the brake-cutting incident, she'll be forced to choose between protecting her daughter and maintaining her integrity. This decision is further complicated by the potential ramifications for her relationship with her other daughter, Molly. The specter of past decisions. Alexis's history of covering for Kristina, particularly in the aftermath of John Jagger Cate's demise, looms large over this new crisis. Will she once again go to extreme lengths to shield her daughter from the consequences of her actions? Or will this be the moment where Alexis draws a line in the sand? Family bonds under strain. The potential fallout from this incident threatens to shatter the delicate balance within the Davis family. The sisters' relationship, already tested by past events, may not survive another betrayal of this magnitude. Kristina and Molly, a fractured bond. The revelation of Kristina's involvement in endangering their father's life could be the final straw for Molly. The trust between the sisters, painstakingly rebuilt over time, stands on the brink of irreparable damage. Alexis's precarious position. Should Alexis choose to protect Kristina by concealing her actions, she risks alienating Molly completely. The prospect of a double betrayal, both from her sister and her mother, could push Molly away from her family indefinitely. Legal ramifications and moral dilemmas. The potential legal consequences of Kristina's actions add another layer of urgency to the unfolding drama. The specter of criminal charges and possible imprisonment hangs over the Davis family. The ticking clock of justice. As a police investigation into the cut brakes looms on the horizon, time is of the essence. Every moment that passes increases the risk of discovery, putting pressure on all involved to make difficult decisions quickly. The weight of silence. For those who know the truth, Lucky, and potentially Alexis, the burden of keeping this secret grows heavier with each passing day. The moral implications of their silence, especially in light of Elizabeth's involvement in the accident, add a layer of guilt to an already complex situation. Predictions and possibilities. As tensions rise and secrets threaten to surface, several potential outcomes loom on the horizon for our Port Charles residents. Alexis's crucial choice. Will Alexis uncover the truth about Kristina's involvement? If she does, her decision could reshape the Davis family dynamic for years to come. Choosing to protect Kristina could preserve their mother-daughter bond, but at the cost of her relationship with Molly and her own moral compass. Lucky's next move. Lucky Spencer's role in this unfolding drama remains uncertain. Will he continue to protect Kristina, or will the weight of his conscience, especially given Elizabeth's involvement, lead him to reveal the truth? Kristina's psychological journey. As the pressure mounts, Kristina may find herself at a breaking point. The guilt of her actions, combined with the fear of discovery, could lead to a significant emotional breakdown or a moment of brave confession. The community's reaction. Should the truth come to light, how will the wider Port Charles community respond? The repercussions could extend far beyond the immediate family, affecting relationships and alliances throughout the town. As we eagerly await the next developments in this gripping storyline, one thing is certain: the choices made by Alexis, Kristina, Lucky, and others in the coming days will have far-reaching consequences. The delicate balance of loyalty, justice, and family bonds is about to be tested like never before in Port Charles. Next, we will learn about the issue that's tearing apart one of Port Charles's most iconic families. The Quartermaine dynasty is facing unprecedented turmoil as one of their own has been legally stripped of their prestigious surname. The Quartermaine name revoked. Drew Cain has officially lost his legal right to use the Quartermaine name, marking a dramatic turning point in his relationship with the powerful family. This stunning development comes directly from Monica Quartermaine herself, who authorized the legal action despite her failing health. Congressman Cain received the shocking news from Boyle, who informed him, "The crypt isn't going anywhere, and your days as a Quartermaine are over. Moving forward, you are legally obligated to use the name Drew Cain." When Drew demanded an explanation about who orchestrated this devastating blow to his identity, Boyle clarified that it wasn't Tracy's doing but Monica's decision. This revelation carries particular weight given that the family had been carefully shielding Monica from the ongoing drama due to her deteriorating condition. Her direct intervention demonstrates just how severely Drew's actions have fractured family bonds. Willow's impending move fuels further conflict. The family discord is expected to intensify dramatically when Willow Corinthos finally relocates to Drew's residence. This controversial living arrangement will undoubtedly pour gasoline on an already raging fire within the Quartermaine household. The illicit affair between Drew and Willow has been a source of tremendous pain and betrayal for the family, particularly given Willow's marriage connections. Family members have expressed their dismay privately and publicly about this relationship, viewing it as yet another example of Drew's disregard for loyalty and tradition. Several Quartermaine allies have begun distancing themselves from Drew, recognizing the depth of his fall from grace within Port Charles society. The ripple effects of this scandal have touched numerous relationships throughout the community. The cemetery standoff. The dramatic confrontation at the Quartermaine family crypt represented a pivotal moment in this escalating family war. Tracy Quartermaine and Emma took extraordinary measures to protect their ancestral resting place, literally chaining themselves to the mausoleum in defiance of Drew's demolition orders. Their physical resistance symbolized the family's unwavering commitment to preserving their heritage against what they perceive as Drew's vengeful assault. Anna's arrival at the scene transformed the private family matter into a public spectacle. Her decision to order bolt cutters to free the protesters and subsequently arrest Emma highlighted the legal complexities surrounding the dispute. This public enforcement action against prominent community members drew significant attention from Port Charles residents, many of whom gathered to witness the unfolding drama. Tracy's impassioned public appeal. In a moment of remarkable emotional vulnerability, Tracy Quartermaine seized the opportunity to address the citizens of Port Charles directly. Standing before the sacred family crypt, she delivered a heartfelt plea that resonated deeply with onlookers. "Good people of Port Charles. My father, my mother, and my brother are all laid to rest here after spending an entire lifetime dedicated to this community. This is their final sanctuary. Her poignant words transformed what might have been dismissed as a wealthy family's internal squabble into a matter of community heritage and respect for those who had contributed significantly to Port Charles. Tracy's strategic decision to conclude her moving speech with a pointed reference to Congressman Kane effectively framed Drew as both a family traitor and a public official betraying community values. Legal intervention and Monica's surprise move. Just as the demolition seemed inevitable and Tracy faced arrest, Diane made a dramatic entrance armed with a cease and desist order. This legal maneuver represented a masterful counterstrike against Drew's plans, halting the destruction of the family crypt in its tracks. When an infuriated Boyle demanded to know the source of this legal intervention, Diane's simple response, "Dr. Monica Quartermaine," landed like a thunderbolt. This revelation carried particular significance because the family had been carefully insulating Monica from the distressing situation due to concerns about her health. Her decision to become directly involved, despite her medical challenges, underscores the severity with which she views Drew's actions against the family legacy. Monica's intervention suggests that she considers the preservation of the Quartermaine heritage more important than her personal comfort. The mystery of Drew's transformation. The radical shift in Drew's personality and values has generated intense speculation among ABC General Hospital viewers. Many fans have begun questioning whether the man claiming to be Drew Kane is actually an imposter or perhaps suffering from some form of psychological manipulation. His increasingly antagonistic actions toward the Quartermaines, a family that once embraced him, seem wildly inconsistent with his previous character. Some theorists point to his unexplained absences from Port Charles, suggesting he may have been replaced by a doppelganger or subjected to advanced mind control techniques. Others wonder if a traumatic event has triggered a profound personality change or if he's operating under the influence of an as-yet unrevealed villain. The possibility that Drew is executing a complex long-game strategy known only to him adds another layer of intrigue to this unfolding mystery. As Drew continues his campaign of retribution against the Quartermaines, viewers are left to wonder about his true motivations and ultimate endgame. Will his vendetta destroy one of Port Charles's foundational families, or will the Quartermaines' resilience ultimately prevail? Only by continuing to follow ABC General Hospital will fans discover the truth behind Drew's transformation and the fate of the embattled Quartermaine dynasty. Next, we will learn about the issue surrounding the grand celebration of General Hospital's milestone anniversary and the touching tribute to a beloved character that has left an indelible mark on Port Charles. The Monica Quartermaine legacy lives on. The prestigious Port Charles Medical Facility is preparing to unveil a remarkable addition that honors one of its most dedicated physicians. The Dr. Monica Quartermaine Cardiac Care Center stands as a testament to the character's unwavering commitment to healthcare excellence throughout her decades of service. This wing represents not just architectural expansion, but a symbolic continuation of Monica's vision for superior medical care in the community. Executive producer Frank Valentini has expressed particular enthusiasm about this narrative decision, noting the serendipitous timing that allows the hospital's anniversary celebration to coincide with the show's own milestone. We recognize this unique opportunity to honor both our show's legacy and one of our most iconic characters simultaneously, Valentini might say if interviewed about this creative choice. The production team has outdone themselves with the creation of this new set. According to Valentini, the designers were specifically challenged to incorporate elements of the outdoors, creating an innovative healing space that breaks from traditional hospital aesthetics. The resulting environment is described as nothing short of incredible, a fitting tribute to a character who consistently pushed for advancement and innovation. Recent Quartermaine family tensions. The celebration comes amid significant family drama involving the Quartermaine legacy. In recent developments, Monica made her authoritative presence felt despite not physically appearing on screen. Her decisive intervention prevented the demolition of the family crypt, preserving this important piece of Port Charles history. However, Monica's protective stance toward the Quartermaine name has created new tensions. Her declaration that Drew Kane cannot utilize the prestigious family name has sent ripples through Port Charles' social circles. This pronouncement raises questions about identity, belonging, and the power structures that continue to define relationships in this complex community. These developments suggest that while Monica's medical contributions are being celebrated, her influence extends far beyond hospital walls. The Quartermaine matriarch continues to shape family dynamics and community affairs with her characteristic determination and principled approach to preserving legacy. A special episode for a special milestone. Tuesday's episode promises to gather beloved Port Charles residents in a celebration that honors both the show's impressive 62-year television journey and the fictional hospital that gives the soap its name. The writers have crafted what Valentini describes as a meta-experience for viewers, blending the show's real-world anniversary with its fictional narrative in a creative storytelling approach. It's important to note that this special episode stands separate from the planned tribute to actress Leslie Charleson, which will air at a later date. Tuesday's celebration focuses specifically on the characters' contributions rather than addressing the performer's passing, allowing each tribute its appropriate space and tone. The heart of Port Charles continues to beat. General Hospital has maintained its position as a cornerstone of daytime television through its compelling storytelling and character development. Monica Quartermaine exemplifies this tradition, having evolved from her early days to become chief of staff and a driving force behind the hospital's reputation for excellence. The opening of this new cardiac wing symbolically connects to Monica's own specialty as a cardiologist, creating a meaningful through-line in the character's professional journey. This narrative choice allows longtime viewers to reflect on Monica's growth while introducing newer audiences to her significant legacy. What viewers can expect. The anniversary episode promises to deliver the perfect blend of nostalgia and forward momentum that has kept General Hospital relevant for over 6 decades. As Port Charles residents gather to commemorate this milestone, viewers can anticipate emotional moments, potential reunions, and perhaps even hints at future storylines emerging from this celebration. The scintillating events surrounding the Quartermaine family dynamics and the hospital celebration suggest that Port Charles remains a hotbed of intrigue and emotional complexity. The writers continue to weave together professional achievements, personal conflicts, and community connections in the rich tapestry that has defined General Hospital's storytelling approach. As the Cardiac Care Center opens its doors, it symbolizes not just a new chapter for the fictional hospital but also for the show itself, continuing to evolve while honoring its rich history. Fans who have followed the journey of Monica Quartermaine and the institution that bears the show's name will find much to appreciate in this thoughtfully crafted anniversary celebration. Don't miss this landmark episode that celebrates both the longevity of a television institution and the enduring impact of one of its most memorable characters. The heart of Port Charles continues to beat strongly after 62 years, and this special tribute promises to remind viewers why General Hospital remains such a beloved part of television history.